What's up, guys? Welcome to the Stats Free Sports channel. Here to bring you NFL discussion video on the San Francisco 49ers. I think things are worse than what we all believe. The Niners right now, still a good team, still will most likely win the NFC West, no problem there. But injuries aren't the only concern I have with the team as a non-Niners fan. I'm a lifelong Falcons fan, if you don't know, but there are a bunch of things I'm seeing, and I have seen since the off season with the Niners. I'm not loving, especially the injuries. The injuries just are added on boost to it. The McCaffrey injury, the Moody injury now. The Debo was always banged up for the most part. Always got something going on with Debo. The defense always has somebody pop up that's an important piece. But the culture to me is off in San Francisco. You have the Brandon Ayuk deal, right? Going, and we'll get into the Cardinals game, into the Rams game. The two straight losses to the division rivals. This week, yesterday they just passed, and then 2 weeks ago with the LA Rams. But just starting off with the summer, you have Ayuk deal situation and his messiness with the team. But fine, go past that. He gets paid eventually. All the trade rumors are done. They're quelled. He's signed. He's happy. But then going to the season start, and he get into it with Kyle Shanahan over shorts, over practice shorts. Red flag. Some simple as that. Red flag. You got paid. Do what you got to do, dog. Like, just you got paid. Then you coming into the season starting. McCaffrey's injured. Mystery. McCaffrey injury. Now we know it's two Achilles. Achilles tendonitis on both sides, on both legs, both feet, whatever it is, whatever it is. Yeah, mystery injury there for your superhuman player. So he's gone for we don't even know how long. He's in Germany getting looked at, probably getting new legs. Like your star player you've been relying on is now out. And then you go to actually playing games. Guys getting banged up. Purdy not looking too sharp as he was the last 2 years. He's not looking that sharp. He's looking good. He's looking okay. But he's not looking as sharp as he was. So it's like, man, we're gonna see the Niners win the NFC West, no doubt about it. I have no worries there. The Rams aren't good enough. The Seahawks aren't good enough. They're not consistent enough either, in my opinion. Unless things take a nosedive for the Niners, I don't think the Seahawks or the Rams are good enough, or even the Cardinals. I don't think none of those three teams are good enough to overtake the reigns the Niners have over the division. But the Niners are one of those teams that are Super Bowl or bust. They've been there a bunch of times. They've been close a bunch of times. And to be honest, I think their window is officially closed. I think the Niners Super Bowl window is officially closed. They have issues. They have a turnover issue right now. Mason the fumble on in the fourth quarter. Purdy with the picks. They have obviously, like I said, issue with injuries. They have an issue with play calling as well, in my opinion. And coming from a Falcons fan, I see the signs. I see the signs where Kyle Shanahan gets too cute, gets too big brained, and you have drives in the red zone. You're not running the ball at the 5 yard line, the 7 yard line, on second down, on first down, on third down. Like, dog, run the ball. I have money on Mason for one touchdown to win this big parlay. Run the ball. And as we all know, if I'm hot about that as well. But Mason didn't score a touchdown. And it's like, dog, you held helpless. You held scoreless from a Cardinals team in the second half of the game. That's not it, dog. That's not looking good. So the Niners, to me, I don't know if it's a culture or just what, but something is off. It is off. Just like I said, McCaffrey is out. Your star Superman is out. Then you have your other great player in Ayuk finally got going now. Yesterday versus the Cardinals. Yesterday versus the Cardinals defense was a good day. pushed 100 yards or real close to it. Pretty good game by you. First good game of the season. He made my list of players who underwhelmed so far. I did a video on that last year. Last week. Him, Garrett Wilson, a couple other guys as well. But he's finally getting going. Finally starting to get warmed up. We'll see how it parlays or how it goes into the rest of the season, or at least the next couple of weeks. But you have Debo who's coming back from injury. You have Kittle who's playing fairly well, but your offense still isn't clicking. Purdy still isn't looking sharp. That's something to be aware of. Then you have Jawan Jennings who's playing like a monster for the most part. But as we all know, man, the Niners have probably, at least in modern day times, since I'm watching football, they have the worst team injury history of all time, of NFL history, of modern day football. There's no doubt about it. And I hate saying this. Well, they already have the star player going in McCaffrey, but IU's gonna get banged up. Purdy or something's gonna happen again. Kittle, Trent Williams, something will happen to one of these guys. And I hope. Look, I'm praying it happens. But the Niners have the worst injury luck ever, and they already have it. Like I said, It might just be McCaffrey. It might just be him. But the football guys are punishing them for overworking him. I've been saying for years. I've been saying since he's been there. I said, hey, Kyle Shanahan, you have backups for a reason. I understand you want to win. I understand McCaffrey's a dog. He's a monster. But you have backups for a reason. Certain things don't have to be done fourth quarter with a 14-point lead. You can get an RB2 in there, and for a play or two or three, you can mix it up a little bit. But no, he decided to run them into the dirt, and now we're into, it looks like the latter half of Christian McCaffrey's career, maybe, question mark, we'll see. But also going to the defense under Nick Sorensen, the new DC. Last year, the Niners DC didn't quite work out. I forgot his name now, but it wasn't the greatest pairing. Now you have new Nick Sorensen, which it takes time sometimes. We've seen last year a couple teams with new DCs or new OCs. It takes time to warm up, takes time to get ready. But so far not so good. They're getting timely turnovers. Nick Bosa with a play he made by himself, but overall, just the defense doesn't look as strong as they used to. Same guy still there for the most part. Fred Warner, Bosa, the safety, forgot his name, the long hair came back. Ward is still there. They have the same guys for the most part, the same stars. They just aren't hitting home as they once were. And they're making plays. Warner making plays a week or two ago. They're making plays, but just not the same. I can't put my finger on it. It's just the vibe isn't right with the 49ers. The vibe isn't there. I can't really, I said, there's no real rhyme or reason to really, there's nothing to pinpoint and say, hey, this is the quick fix. Is it McCaffrey? Is McCaffrey the quick fix? And if it is, they're in trouble because we don't know if he even play again. So it was like, it's tough. It is tough, man. It is tough to see the Niners like this. But as I said, though, I think they'll win their division, no problem. Or it could be tight towards the end. We'll see. They do have a nice little schedule ahead of them. Seahawks Thursday, quick turnaround after two straight division losses. They do have a win between those two losses with the Patriots last week, but you have two straight divisional losses. Then you have a short week for the Seahawks on Thursday. Then you have the Cowboys or the Chiefs, and then the Cowboys or whatever, vice versa. That's a tough 3-game stretch. The Seahawks did lose to the Giants. I understand that, but it's a divisional game, and we know Thursdays get real wonky, get real funky, get real weird. So Thursday happens, and the Seahawks are physical. They are physical. So it's tough. We could definitely see the Niners going into the Cowboys and Chiefs game, whatever they play first, at 2-4. It is possible, and those games are tough. By the time they play the Cowboys, Micah Parsons could be back. I don't think he's on IR. I think he missed a game. Lawrence is on IR for sure, if not mistaken. So Parsons could be back during that game. You had the Chiefs, as I said before, after that game. So it's like, man, it's looking rough for the Niners and Kyle Shanahan. We'll see what happens. But Super Bowl window, I think, is closed officially. They're not looking so hot. through the first 5 weeks, whatever it is, 5 6 weeks, they're not looking sharp. And I don't know if it's McCaffrey or just a timing thing, like just everything going bad or not going right at the same time. I can't really call it, but something for sure in San Francisco is not right. And I think they're definitely be out the playoffs, probably first round, depending on the matchup. If McCaffrey isn't, even if he is there, we'll know he could be rusty. So we'll see. It's early, but stuff in San Francisco is kind of giving me this. I'm looking at it with a side eye, like, y'all might be the biggest pretenders we have right now. Because not because the talent not there, because something in the chemistry, the vibe, is just bad juju reading from the Niners right now. But that's it for video, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys next time.